Hey, what's up, guys? So today was day 3 of Funko's SDCC reveals, and it is the final day, actually. And there are a lot less reveals this year than in past years, which is fine, I guess. We don't need a bunch of filler in there. And Funko also released where all these will be shared. So after I give you my thoughts on the pops, we'll take a look at the shared list, and I'll give you all the tips and tricks that I know for each store from my past experience of buying Funko Pops during cons from these stores, because I have been collecting for years and years and years, and some things never change with these stores, so we'll go over that at the end. But first, I need to issue an apology. In yesterday's video, I made jokes about anime fans, and as we all know, there's 3 things you do not joke about, and that is K-pop, gamers, and anime fans, because they like anime, and it's not funny to make fun of it. So I do apologize to the Virgin Army. Alright, on to the reveals. And first up, the metallic Charmander, which was previously leaked for another event, and then it just never arrived, and a lot of people were pissed off. You know, that's why you shouldn't look at leaks and rumors and stuff. I mean, it's fun to look at it, but you gotta remember, they're just rumors and leaks. They're not official. But now it's official, and it's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con release. And all of the Pokemon characters do have lots of variations, right, in Funko Pop form. But I do like Metallic. To me, it's one of the ones that makes the most sense. More than Flocked for a lot of them, or Diamond. I think Metallic is actually pretty cool. And this is definitely going to be a hot piece. They also announced a Spider-Man 2099. And I believe this is from a video game. I'm not a big fan of the video game Marvel Pops. My favorites are the classic comic book versions, and also the ones from the movies and shows are cool too, but the video game ones I'm not too big on, so I'm definitely skipping this one. But, you know, if you have a very large Spider-Man collection, which you can because there's lots of Spider-Man, this is a nice mix-up. It's very different than the other ones. It's even very different from the comic book version of Spider-Man 2099, so I'm sure this will be popular, just not something I like. From the Loki TV show, He Who Remains, and he came out good. Really no complaints about this pop, like that he's holding the apple. I personally am not collecting the Loki pops from the TV show. I thought the show was alright, something that I watched one time, will never watch again. I haven't been liking a lot of the Marvel shows really. Although I did like Moon Knight, but again, not something that I feel the need to watch again. Same with WandaVision. They were alright, but I know they're popular. And they have made a lot of Loki Funko Pops, so it's nice to have a new character for that line, and an important one, right? And very different from all the other ones. So I do like this release, and it's actually pretty good for a con release. And I also think this jumbo-sized Miss Minutes is really cool, especially because it glows in the dark, and it's very large. I think this is something that you can get for someone that doesn't even collect Funko Pops. If they're a big fan of the show, this is just a cool piece. I actually really want to see it in person because it looks like the whole clock itself glows. And it's 10 inches large. It's a pretty big piece of vinyl. So yeah, I'm really liking this release as well. And they're making Silk, Cindy Moon. And I both love and hate this pop. Well, I love it because it's a comic book accurate character. And it's Comic-Con, right? So to me, there should be more comic book versions of pops. But unfortunately, that's not what's popular anymore. It's the actual Marvel movies and shows that people care about. And that's the part I hate, that this is the only Marvel comic book pop we're getting. Really wish we could have seen like an X-Men or two. Like how cool would a comic book Spiral be? Or even Jubilee? Or a Mojo? Lots of stuff they could do. But this is really cool. I like the way she turned out. A must-have for anybody that collects Spider-Man. From Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, another America Chavez. And it looks similar to the common, but she has a slightly different pose, and she has that star portal that she creates behind her. So obviously, way better than the common. Makes you kind of feel like a stupid dummy idiot, right, for buying the common when you could have had this. But it wouldn't be Funko if they didn't double dip you a little bit. If you really like the character, it's going to be hard to just settle for the common when this is out there. It's way cooler. That said, I did find the star portal, like the fact that it's actually shaped like a star, I did think that was a little corny in the movie. But it looks cool as a pop. And definitely one of the pops I think is going to be the most popular is the Scarlet Scarab from the Moon Knight show. and she did turn out pretty good. Maybe her freckles could have been done a little better. Maybe a little bit more bounce in that hair, right, to make it a little bit more accurate. But her costume looks good. Looks like it does have some metallic paint on there. Pretty sure this one's going to look impressive in person, and it's going to be very popular. But I also think Funko is probably going to make a ton of these. Now, the Leonardo and Donatello Mighty Morphin Power Ranger crossover really surprised me. Never expected anything like this. And it's really cool. I really don't know if it's based on a cartoon or a comic book or anything like that, besides them just going, you know what, let's mash up Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Double the nostalgia. If it is from something, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I had told myself, yeah, I don't need any more turtles or anything, but I definitely want to get these. And I also hope the other two are also some kind of con exclusive. And I also hope they make April O'Neil as a Power Ranger as well. I also really liked this He-Man. I didn't know that I wanted another He-Man, but now I do. He's different enough from the other ones, even though the head looks the same as some of the more recent He-Mans. The body is different enough, and the laser power sword is different and wacky. I mean, look at this character design. Little Dutch boy haircut and metal bikini looking thing. It's a wacky design, very 80s. And yeah, I want it. They're also making Serpentor from G.I. Joe, and I do feel this is going to be one of the least popular, maybe a shelf warmer, but it hits me in my nostalgic little heart because I really loved the G.I. Joe as a kid. And I have the most vivid memory, even though it was very, very little, of Serpentor actually killing somebody. And I forget if it was the show or the movie, but you know, you didn't see deaths really in the cartoons, except for that one time that Serpentor actually killed Duke, right? He got a snake and he threw it at Duke and he killed his ass. And I like the way the pop turned out. Now, it looks like maybe the lips of the snake are done in just a regular glossy yellow, and then the hood, you know, of the Cobra there is done in a metallic gold. And I really hope that's the case because it would look really good having that contrast, but who knows? It could just all be glossy yellow or all metallic. But judging from the glam, it looks like it's both. Because I also see some yellow like in the chest there and some gold scales. Hopefully it is both, because if it is, it's going to look really good. And from Transformers, Unicron, one they haven't made before. Very crazy design on this guy. And he's also jumbo sized. So he's going to be very large, 10 inches. So if you're collecting those big jumbo sized Transformers, can't see how you would pass this up. Going to be pretty impressive looking in person. And that's it for the releases. Now let's look at where they're all shared. And this is here in the United States. And that's where, you know, I have my experience. I'm not sure if they announced all the shared retailers for all the other countries. They eventually do. So just keep an eye on Funko's actual website and their blog. They'll let you know where you can get all these pops if you don't live in the United States. But starting in the top left corner there, Spider-Man 2099 is going to be Amazon. Should be pretty easy to get. Amazon gets a large stock of exclusives. No matter what exclusive it is, they get a ton of them. The thing with Amazon though is sometimes they put it up early. It can be kind of random, but I don't see this one selling out. Should be easy. Gran Torino at Box Lunch should be fairly easy as well. And Box Lunch is pretty good about putting up their exclusive when they're supposed to, right? Usually the first day of the con or the night before. If you check the night before, like around say 9 o'clock Pacific time, and it's not up, probably it'll go up the first day of the con. Just gotta pay attention, keep your eye on social media, and just check the websites. But Box Lunch should have a nice stock, shouldn't be too hard. Same with Entertainment Earth. I talk a lot of crap about Entertainment Earth before, but they have made some nice changes, especially with their shipping. It's still expensive unless you go over a certain threshold, which I think is only $35 now. And then you get free shipping, which isn't bad at all. They still don't pack them the best, right? But what can you do, right? They're exclusives. And the stand should be easy to get, of course. But the Scarlet Scarab is going to be the popular one. But Entertainment Earth also gets a very, very big stock of their exclusives. So shouldn't be too tough. And I'm pretty sure they'll go live the day of the con, the very first day. And they're usually one of the last ones. So you should be safe. Now we get into Walmart. And unfortunately, Walmart is getting 4 exclusives. And one of the exclusives they're getting is Supersonic, which is very popular. And this is going to be a shit show, okay? There's going to be a lot of tears. A lot of people getting damaged Supersonics. Walmart can do something nuts and just go live like at 3 in the morning a week before the con. You never know with them. Or they could just like never go live until like a week after. You just never know with Walmart. And they're getting 4 exclusives. So with them, there's not much advice I can give you. They'll definitely won't get them in store. They never do. So you just got to be vigilant about checking social media to see when that's going to go live. And definitely order 2 if you can. If you can order 3, order 3. Because the chance of it being damaged is high. If you care about that, definitely order more than 1. Funko Web is funko.com. And they usually go live the first day of the con as well. They'll put a specific time as it gets closer. There's no lottery this time, so it's going to be first come, first serve. It's going to be a battle. You're going to get in there. You're going to have to probably wait in the queue and just pray that what you want isn't sold out before it's your turn to pay. And it looks like there are some popular ones on here. The Sodas, of course. I think the Donatello is going to be hard to get. The Ted Lasso might be a sleeper. The Squid Game doll is going to be pretty popular as well. You're just going to have to be quick. FYE for your entertainment is pretty hit and miss. Sometimes you get damaged pops, sometimes you don't. They are good about having their pops online when they're supposed to, and they actually get them in store as well. If you have an FYE anywhere near you. I don't, but a lot of the times they do get them in store, but sometimes they don't. It's random with them. And they are going to have 2 extremely popular ones. Queen Historia from Attack on Titan is going to be popular. It's going to be wanted. And same with Metallic Charmander. They have 2 of the most popular ones, I think. So that's going to be tough. Expect that to sell out fast online, very fast. So you're going to have to be vigilant. GameStop, easy. They get a big, large stock. They put them up on time. They get them in store. Those should be easy. Target is very random. You never know what they're going to do. Sometimes they'll go up online on time. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they get them in stores. Sometimes they don't. You'll ask the employees what's up with them. They won't even know what you're talking about. Sometimes it'll be street dated for a couple of weeks after the con for some bizarre reason. Target is wild. Toy Tokyo used to be terrible. It used to be one of the worst places. And they still are when it comes to the shipping price. It's ridiculous. But the last few times they've had their pops online, they've had them in abundance, been very easy to get them. Whereas before it used to be like a lottery. They would come damaged. It used to be pretty bad, but it's actually kind of easy to get stuff from Toy Tokyo now. That should be fine if you want those. And they'll probably be bundled. You'll have to get them both. And Hot Topic used to always be pretty simple. They used to always get a ton of pops. And I think the Bambi will be easy. They'll have a lot of those, and it just won't be as popular as the other ones. Same with Silk, and I think they'll have a lot of Starfire as well. I don't think those 3 will be too hard to get. Now, the one from Demon Slayer will be the first one to sell out, probably. But it won't sell out immediately. And by immediately, I mean you might have 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes to get it. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when it comes to Funko. 5 minutes is a lot. So if you really want that one, definitely check the night before the first day of the con. Because sometimes they go up the night before and the morning of. You're just going to have to check a lot. Stay vigilant on social media and the Hot Topic website if you want that one. Because that one is not going to last too long. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite reveals are for San Diego Comic-Con 2022. And which ones you also think are kind of the worst ones. I actually think it's a pretty solid year. Nothing downright like egregious, right? I think there's a little something for everybody. And most of them are pretty solid. Alright, virgins up, hose down. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.